Welcome to dimensionflux.com, where every day there's a fun new logic puzzle for you to solve. In the world of Dimension Flux, interdimensional rifts occur daily, and this allows beings from other dimensions to enter ours and create events that cause disruption and chaos. The shadowy government organization Bureau Gamma exists to stop these incursions, and your mission as a Bureau agent is to identify which being caused the event, the weapon they used, and where they're hiding out. And every day there will be a new incident report. In this example, a being has disrupted our solar system so that Earth now has two moons with a radical effect on the werewolf population. The report is intended to provide some fun background into the event, but to solve the puzzle, we need to look at the clues and the suspects. Looking at the suspects first, the Bureau has identified 5 suspects for the being, their weapon, and the hideout. Each of these suspects has a star rating between 1 and 5, as well as a planetary affinity of one of Saturn, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These attributes will help us solve the puzzle with the aid of a number of logic clues that our agents have uncovered. Now, I should note that the difficulty of the puzzles increases through the week, starting easily on Monday, becoming expert level on Sunday. And the example we're looking at here is a medium level puzzle from a Wednesday. Now, let's reveal the clues to see how we can go about solving this puzzle. Each clue will give us some information about the star rating and affinity of the solution, and in general, the best approach to solving the puzzle is to start with clues which will allow us to easily eliminate some of the suspects. So, clue 3, for example, says no component has Earth affinity, and that quite easily allows us to eliminate the suspects with Earth affinity. If we look at clue number 4, being is Saturn aligned, so that means being must be one of these Wanderalis or striped ticker, and therefore we can eliminate the other 2 here. However, the other clues don't immediately allow us to eliminate suspects. For example, clue 5 saying total of all star ratings equals exactly a 10 doesn't immediately allow us to eliminate other ones. So what we need to work on now is looking at possible solutions and evaluating those against the clues. So let's start by working on Wanderalis as the potential being in our solution. And let's perhaps try Umbra Drive. And to make this compliant with our total 10 rule, it would have to be Big Ben would be the other one. So this is a possible solution. Let's maybe look at how this matches up against some of the clues. But we can see if we look back at the clues that clue 2 says being and hideout do not have the same parity, they're odd or even. So they can't both be even or both be odd. And in this case, they're both even. So we know that that possibility isn't going to work. Let's have another look at another one. How about cryocore? And to make that add up to 10, that would need to be Petra Caves. But unfortunately, that one fails test of clue number 1 because the hideout stars actually does equal the larger of weapon and beings +1. So that can't be right either. Let's have a look at another possibility then. Probably the last one we can make work for Wanderalis is by looking at Nano Cave and Tokyo Annex. Let's run these through the different options. They do add up to 10. They do have the different parities, odd and even for hideout and being. So that complies with clue number 2. Clue number 1, hideout stars certainly does not equal the maximum of being and weapon, so we comply with that one. No component has Earth affinity. Being is Saturn aligned, and as we've already seen, all the star ratings do equal exactly 10. So we can now propose this as the solution, and we'll see that yes, we're correct, and we get a sort of final incident report from the agent on the case. So hopefully you will enjoy playing these puzzles on a daily basis, and do join up to the newsletter for the latest news from the Bureau.